Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in today's vlog you might have guessed what I'm going to talk about by uh, reading the title obviously. This is the dog we are fostering. Yes, Leo? See, say hi to everyone. See, he is sleeping. He just was playing with me before some time and he's very sleepy right now. I'll tell you the whole story how we got in contact with this fur ball and how are we doing right now with him and everything. So I'll start with how we got to know about him. So on 14th of February, I got a DM on my Insta page of Kibo of one of his follower, but his name is Manas and he's a very kind person. He just contacted me asking about, like, he told me about him. He sent me his pictures and everything, and then he told me that one of his friend found this fellow on the road and he got him home, but that rescuer doesn't know what to do further. Like, घर पे तो लेकर आए, but अब कैसे उसके family को ढूंढना and all that, he didn't know. Which is like, then he told me that if you could help me, like, can you guide us what to do. Told him that I can, you send me his details and everything. I'll put up a story on my Insta page, and I'll also inform the other pet parents here in Bangalore, and they will also forward it to others if they have seen this dog, and like, we'll do further what to do. And he said okay, but then he said, can I speak to you? And I was like, okay. And then my husband got in contact with him and they told him the whole story, how he found him on the road and how he has got him home, and how are they doing it, is he eating and everything, is he physically okay or not. And then my husband said that just take care of him for a day, like today, the 14th of Feb. Then from tomorrow I'll come and see him, and then we'll see what to do. Then meanwhile we spoke to Deepalina, who has helped us in the adoption of Kibo. So we contacted her and she guided us what to do further, and she said that first and foremost, it seems 90% that he's been abandoned. So the first thing, you need to get his checkup done, because most of the people abandon their dogs because they get sick. So the first step was to take him to the hospital. Then the rescuer and his wife went to the hospital in the evening, since they both are working. And my husband also went from his office to that hospital to help them. Did his checkup. Physically he was okay, but we need to check him internally also. So they did his blood test, and we requested that if we could get the results, we'll have a bigger picture and we'll get to know what to do further. So the doctor said, okay, I'll try to get it within an hour, and they got the result within an hour. Meanwhile, they groomed him because the doctor found a lot of flea on him. There was a flea bite and he had ear infection, so he needed a medicated bath. So meanwhile the reports came, his grooming was getting done, medicated bath was very much required, so they were getting him done that. So the reports came and he had an ear infection, flea bite, as I said earlier. Hemoglobin was low and platelet count was low, and what else? Yeah, this is what the doctor said as of now. They didn't do the scan because they didn't see any other sign in the report that needed his scan. Like, all other stuff was in normal range, so scans were not required at that point of time. He did say that they gave us a medicine, and with this medicine, if the platelet count gets to normal and hemoglobin gets to normal, we don't need to do the scan after a few days. but if the count doesn't come to its original range or something, then we might have to do a scan and see what is wrong internally. And meanwhile, the rescuer was a very kind person. He was very loving towards him, and he took really good care. Yes, baby, he took a really good care of him. And but the thing with him and his wife was that they both were working, and they cannot just leave him alone at home for that many hours and go to work, which is right. So we got him home. My husband got him home, and we decided to foster him until his family is being found, and until his medication course, like antibiotic course, is finished. We'll take care of him. So the moment he came home, I was in shock, because he resembles Kibo so much. Like, phone पे इतना पता नहीं चल रहा था, through video call and photos, but when I saw him in person, I was like, that is Kibo. Kibo जैसा ही है, like देखने में, but it's just that Kibo was a dwarf. He was a small dog, a small Labrador, and not small but medium-sized Labrador. But this fellow is huge. He is so huge. Lengthwise, he's so big. Height-wise, he's big. And weight-wise also, he's not overweight. He is perfectly fine, 39 kgs. But Kibo is just 26 kgs, so it is like a bigger Labrador, of course, but bigger Kibo. It feels like that. Not exactly all the features matches. Kibo's eyes were quite different than him. His Kibo's ears were quite different than him. But yes, he does look like Kibo a lot like that. And behavior wise also, like as and when I got to know him more since 4 days now, I do feel he is very much like Kibo. Very patient, very calm, very gentle with everyone. Like on walks also, he's very gentle. He's properly trained, leash trained, in walking. Also, he is eating, like Kibo. Sometimes very fussy about fruits and vegetables, just like Kibo. Like, I tried giving him an apple or a carrot and everything, and he rejected. But if I give him eggs and chicken, he would eat it. Then Agastya, my son's reaction was like, he was dancing and screaming and saying, "Mama, this is Kibo. Kibo is back." But he also understands that this is not Kibo, but he looks a lot like Kibo. And trust me, I have got over 200 or maybe 500 DMs saying the same thing, that our Kibo is back, Kibo is back, Kibo is back. And it felt so overwhelming. I mean, it felt that all those 200, 300 people ने एक दूसरे से बात करके, they are telling me the same thing, that Kibo is back. And yes, it feels as if Kibo is back, and we are having great time with him. Fostering him is like, it's like having Kibo in house, right? That way. So 2-3 days, it's been like 4 days now with us, 4 nights he's been with us, and everything is going really nice. Meanwhile, we just got to know about his family yesterday. So the rescuer somehow got in touch with his family. Sabko pooch ke in that area. He really did a fantastic job. He went looking for his home, for his family. We like looking at him. He is so well trained. He was groomed well. Not that bad condition. He's doing fine physically as of now. So we thought that by mistake, if they would have gone out, and if he wasn't just in the compound area, and he might have escaped if someone had left the gate open or something like that. So we were thinking that either he's lost or escaped. So looking at his condition, he didn't seem sick or anything, so we thought this could be the reason. Otherwise, कोई क्यों छोड़ेगा उसको. So somehow the rescuer managed to track his home. It took him 2 days, but he did a fantastic job. He got the information about the family. He went and met them yesterday, and he asked that, is this your dog? He showed the photos and videos, everything which I had been sending, which he already had with him, and they were like, yes. मतलब वो पूछते पूछते गया था शॉप्स में एंड अदर पीपल, एंड दे ऑल दोज पीपल सेड ये उन्हीं का डॉग है. And then he was like, why did you leave him? And then he got to know through someone, or they only said that they had abandoned him earlier also 2-3 months back, but some kind people rescued him and then again dropped him at his home. But they did the same thing again after 3-4 months, like उसको फिर से छोड़ दिया बाहर रोड पे. And this fellow never goes back, which is quite strange because उसको वहाँ प्यार ही नहीं मिलता होगा, so he's also not willing to go back there. Otherwise generally dogs can, we have read so many articles about dogs crossing miles and miles to be with their family, कहाँ घूम गए होते हैं, कहाँ से कहाँ चल के they go back to their family. So dogs have this thing to do. So I was just surprised that even this fellow doesn't want to go back, it seems. Anyways, so the family is not interested at all in keeping him, and like we also don't want to give them, because agar de bhi diya, again after a month or so, 15 days or so, they are going to leave him again. So we can't make him go through that again. So it's better he is here with us. Now the thing is that everybody, like our friends, our relatives, our Instagram family, which is like very close to us, and they have seen our journey with Kibo, and they are like I'm getting such beautiful messages from people saying that you've always been praying to God that send Kibo back. And I used to literally write in the stories saying that come back to mama, and everybody knows on Instagram, they have seen me doing that. So I've got such beautiful messages saying that, see, you were praying for him and God gave you. He is Kibo. Keep him. Like, I'm getting so many messages every day, that if nobody comes up, he deserves you and you deserve him, and he's the one for you. मतलब पूरे बैंगलोर में महादेवपुरा से खोखर ये अलसूर where I stay, he is here. Why? There should be a sign that why is he here with you. Anybody in the Whitefield or the rescuers, friends, or anyone would have fostered him, but why us? So there's a sign which God is giving us, which Kibo is giving us. And I also got a message from one of his followers, I don't remember the name right now, but that lady wrote it so nicely that Kibo could not see your tears, he could not see your pain, so he requested God that ये खो गया है, इसको मेरे घर ही भेजो, because इसका कोई नहीं करेगा तो मेरे माँ बाप ही इसका ध्यान रखेंगे. And I was literally in tears when I read that, and I was like, yaar, since 4 days, he is with us since 4 days, and since 4 days I'm getting such messages and feels so happy, so happy. But at the same time I fear, honestly. I am going to be very honest here about my opinion, that what I want to do with this fellow, I want to keep him, but also I'm very scared of losing him, like how I lost Kibo. Kibo also came into my life exactly when he was of this age, around 4.5 years old, and he was with me for 5 years, and last 6 months of his life he was sick, very sick, and I lost him through illness. So losing him has affected me, my mental health, my physical health a lot, and I still haven't overcome his grief. And nobody can replace him, not even this fellow. Of course, I love this boy a lot, but Kibo is Kibo. Anyways, so adopting him is always a good option, I know. And of course, God and Kibo has sent him to me, but at the back of the mind, trust me, I am too scared to lose him. Like, what if he also goes, like this, so soon, like Kibo? Like, सोचा भी नहीं था. And I always used to think कि अगर से बड़ा होगा Kibo के साथ ये करेगा वो करेगा. I never got to do that, though God has sent him. But I'm too scared, and not only for this fellow. Like, I have fostered 2 dogs earlier, and I got attached to them as well. And I, at one point of time, I even thought of adopting them, because one of them is not getting adopted, and we get attached after some point of time. So I was thinking of adopting them also, but then again I had a thought of losing them, and डर बैठ गया है. बट किसी को भी लाऊंगी कभी ना कभी, तो they are going to go. It's a part of life. It's departure is always difficult. No matter how long the journey is or how short the journey is, departure is always going to be tough. But yeah, so right now we haven't thought anything. We're still thinking. So उसकी फैमिली को तो नहीं ही दे रहे हैं. Right now we are just waiting for his blood test, which we are going to go today again, and if required we'll have to do scan also, and then उसका पूरा दवाई ख़त्म होके we will see कि meanwhile adopters, potential adopters, we have to speak to them as well, that this is his history and stuff like that. So let's see. I don't know, but probably in the next vlog or something you shall get to know whether I'm keeping him or not. But yeah, this is the reason what I'm thinking. My husband really wants him, Agastya really wants him. Of course I also want him, but I'm still thinking. Let's see. It's not that easy after losing Kibo. And I don't know how many of you will understand this situation, but just being honest about my feelings. Yeah, so I shall keep you posted with his results and his adoption thing and everything. So thank you for watching, and please do like, share and subscribe. And I'll just show you guys how he is sleeping. Like, you can see this is my kudu. And now the moment I'll get up from here, he'll also come behind me, that where are you going? So he is also now opening with us and getting attached, which is a nice thing. But yeah, so stay tuned for the next vlog.